Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the first of two semi-final fixtures for the men's Dubai Sevens. This one is going to be an exciting one. Argentina taking on South Africa. Now, South Africa, they've got a very good record when it comes to the last couple competitions that we have seen. They were able to win the two that did take place in Canada, and they will be hoping to cement themselves in this final to try and make it three in a row. But a team that will always try and fight hard in their games, Argentina are right here with them, and it should be an extremely exciting one. They are just showing the points available for the men's system. It is 22 points for the champions, 19 points for the silver medal, 17 for the bronze, 15 for the fourth place. And all of these sides now in the semi-final, they are getting themselves at least the 15 points. But of course, they will be wanting the full championships kind of thingamabob. I couldn't think of a sentence there. It's currently sitting 11 p.m. here in New Zealand. We have been doing sevens all of yesterday, and now we are still going for us as well, but it is going to be now this big match, Argentina versus South Africa. They're actually back to running at kind of the speed that they were hoping to. They did get a little bit delayed for when that game did go to overtime between Argentina and also Ireland. That was for a spot in the semi-final, but Argentina able to fight through. So they've got a little bit of a record here that they have been able to really build well in the later stages of their games. And something else that they have got on their side is they have been able to beat South Africa in the last one. Should be an easy job for the blitz box unless something goes horribly wrong as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, theoretically, on paper, the blitz box should win this one maybe by about 15. But there's just a part of me as well that is thinking maybe are we going to get to see that fight from Argentina? The bronze medal was scary though as well, says Sebastian. Exactly right. They were able to just keep on fighting in that game, even with the yellow card. They were able to somehow, and a red card, we can't forget about that red card as well. They were still able to get themselves the win in that game. So that was absolutely phenomenal for them. So they are going to be playing with a lot of passion, although they do not have Marcos Manieta. He's actually going to be playing for the Barbarians in the upcoming fixture up against Samoa. That is at 3:30 a.m. New Zealand time, and we are going to be watching that one on the channel as well. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. This game is only about a minute away from getting underway, and then the game that we are covering straight after this one, it's a big one. Fiji, they are going to be taking on the USA, who have found themselves some decent form in the later stages of this competition. Did struggle in their first game up against Spain, who have secured ninth. They were able to get a win, 45 points to 14 over Canada. And the big thing there is Canada, they have had some close games with not just Fiji, not just with Australia, but they are always right in the game. So it is impressive that they have been able to get themselves a very big win, or a very big loss, I should say, up against Spain. And one of the Spanish players scoring 4 tries in that game as well. But at this stage, I'm looking forward to this game. Do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, your score predictions for this one. I'm going to say South Africa by 15. I am going to say, although 15 is probably not a very common number for sevens, is it? So I'll change that to 18. No, is that even a common number? No, it's probably not. What's a normal number? 14. We'll go 14 because I couldn't do the maths in my head. So you go either 14 or 19. That's how many the South Africans are going to win this game by. But Argentina are definitely going to be right in there. And Fiji, they will be looking forward to making their way possibly to the final to take on South Africa. If it is the way that that sits and both of those sides do go through, it means that we are going to get to see that rematch from, it is going to be kind of, I guess you could say, the final, because we've got the Olympic gold medalists in Fiji. We've got the team that won 2 in a row for the competitions in Canada where Fiji weren't involved. So now it would be a final between them. But of course, that is us just speculating at this stage. Fiji still have to get the job done up against the USA, and South Africa still have to get the job done up against a strong Argentine side. Will be hoping to help themselves to a nice win. The players to look out for them, I would say Santiago Alvarez in the number 6 jersey. He's been playing very well. And also, I mean, it is going to be tough for them. But they've got a couple of those good players that maybe might be able to sneak at Schultz, as well as a player who I am actually looking forward to seeing in this one. But then for the for the Blitzbox and South Africa by 7 as well, I think the Argentina will bring the fight regardless as well. That is exactly right. They are going to keep on fighting Argentina. That's the only thing that they know how to do. No matter what, the passion will be there, and they will always give you 110%, which is why we love watching the Argentines play. But Miller Duplessis out with an injury, so he is not going to be there, but also someone to watch out for them. It's got to be Selvin Davids. He's been phenomenal throughout this whole session so far, not just today, but also yesterday as well. And then it is Soya Swapi. He's starting to really find his own form and at the later stages, but they are showing Fijians on the sideline at the moment. They are warming up, doing their final preparations before their game up against the USA. But this game that we are going to be covering, Argentina versus South Africa. Argentina, they are the underdogs. They were the underdogs last year in the Tokyo Olympics, or earlier this year, I should say, when they did manage to beat the Springboks with 5 men out on the field for quite a bit of that match, I should say. But they are not. I can't even speak. I'm too excited for these semi-finals ones. It's like, as we have gone through, when we were doing the group stage, it was like, okay, some of the words aren't quite rolling off the tongue. We got to the quarterfinals, and then more words weren't quite rolling off. But now that we're at the semi-finals, we're almost going to be into the final here. And that's some exciting stuff. So I am looking forward to seeing whether or not we do get to see ourselves a few more tries taking place in this fixture as well. But nonetheless, if you are new to the channel, like I mentioned, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're back for the game between Fiji and also USA in just a short moment. But looking through at the starting lineups, it's going to be an exciting one. Alvarez is the captain here for Argentina. The captain, Suyazwapi, for the South African side. Krobela, also a player who has been doing decently recently. Selvin Davids, though, and Pretorius. It's going to be tough for Argentina. They are certainly going to have to use that passion and that kind of way that they play, where they will be able to throw in some kind of extra dynamic thing. That is something that I noticed from the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, was they were actually doing more of a kicking game than a lot of the other sides, and it was working for them. Haven't seen too many kicks so far throughout the Sevens competition from the games that I've watched, but maybe now will be the time for them. We'll have to wait and see. But now South Africa, they have made their way out onto the field. Knight as well, says Hamish Spencer there. And I assume you are in Australia, aren't you? So I guess you're sitting at about 9:21. So hopefully you do get yourself a good night's sleep, mate. Unless it is like Knight isn't saying hello, but / not saying hello at the same time. I feel like I'm overthinking it. But now it is going to be Argentina out on the field. Alvarez, the captain. And it is going to be Ben Breakspear who will be in charge of this one. The Welsh referee, 18th match. And this one is going to be just about getting underway. The semi-final now of the men's Dubai Sevens. They are going to be playing these same matches next weekend as well in Dubai. The heat has been playing a massive factor. Some of these players, it's either really flight or fight or flight. That is the saying. Hello, Knight as well, says Irish Spencer there. Another chat, but they are showing that man in the number 10 jersey there. Ronald Brown, going to be an important player as well. But nonetheless, we are about to get underway here for this match. Springboks / Blissboks are going to be kicking off from right to left, and this game for the semi-final is going to be underway. And Argentina, they will be receiving the ball, and this is a massive moment. Knight is in hello, should be a thing as well, says Irish Spencer there. They have kicked off short, just making it go the 10 meters. Nicely done. Oh, an Argentine player taking out hard in the air. They've got the advantage as well. And straight away now, Argentina moving their way up to the halfway line. It's going back for the penalty. This could be a yellow card, perhaps. Or is it just going to be the penalty? It looks like it will just be a penalty. They're taking the man out in the air, and there is already an injury here for the Argentines. So we're going to have a stoppage by the looks of it. It's not looking too flash at the moment, and this will really be affecting the time, because I know that they had only just got it back so that they were going at a decent rate in terms of catching up. But now the Fiji game may start a little bit later. We have got their afternoon and morning work, but night seems strange for some reason as well, says it was Sebastian. Yeah, I guess, yeah, what is a good way of saying one word? Because I know good evening or something like that. Evening. Oh, I guess you'd just say evening, wouldn't you? Rather than night, maybe. The Alvarez, he is back on his feet. He's ready to go. And this is going to be a very exciting contest now. Argentina, they will be kicking this one for the touchline, trying to get themselves a few extra meters here. And now they will have the line out. But they did say there, the Argentina, Tokyo 2020, they got themselves the bronze medal. They worked extremely hard. Does not even count as evening as well, says Amos Spencer. I guess it depends on the time, doesn't it? Whether or not everything does count. All that's one now. It is going to be in the hands of Isgro now with that carry, trying to get straight in there with the counter ruck there. Pretorius not quite able to get it though. Now a loose pass there from Argentina, still available for them though, and they have had all the possession so far for pass. And it was going to be the man running forward, Lucio Gonzalez. He's been phenomenal throughout this one, and Dawn this morning as well, says Sebastian there. And the chat as well. I feel like all of a sudden we're talking all about the kind of times, aren't we? And I feel like my brain, because of the fact that I'm quite sleep deprived, I'm really like over analyzing it. I'm trying to work out exactly what time, like kind of each thing kicks in. Because I guess, what do you say for early? Oh, well, you say afternoon. What would you say for mid-morning? Because dawn's right at the start. Morning, like, I guess it's still morning tea, isn't it? So I guess it works out, and just using it instead of hello as well, says Sebastian there. But now Selvin Davis going to be putting in this ball here for South Africa in the scrum, 40 meters out from the Argentine line. And there's a solid one for them there. It's going to be passing the ball back now. First receiver now, it will be Brown going around the outside. Supper one. Oh, sorry, that's not the name. Oh, wrestled down to the ground there, the captain. Suyazwapi couldn't quite get the pronunciation out there. around once again. Huge amount of pressure, and he's just a solid individual there, Gonzalez. Trying to put the pressure on him. It's taken nicely by Selvin Davids. Beautiful ball on the inside now to Davids as well, the big man. Driving his way forward, now running backwards there. Interesting tactic that we haven't seen too much of. Into the sevens now, it's going to be Krobala going sideways, breaking through almost the line, but great low tackle there from Argentina, still available for them. Soyaswapi plays the scrum half there now. Selvin Davids puts a kick in behind. This is going to be dangerous because he has got plenty of pace. It's bouncing into touch, though. That could have been a good opportunity for the try there. It would have been Van Voik, who was getting right on at 12 a.m. in the middle of the night as well. Says that Novmum there. And if it was 2 a.m., you say good morning. If it's 12 a.m., what would you say? Is the middle of the night, mid-morning would be lunch. At 12 a.m., it's not. Says Irish Pizza. I feel like we're really overanalyzing it, aren't we? In terms of the times, but now it is going to be Revol. It's got the important throw here. He actually got the red card in that game last year for the Tokyo Olympics up against South Africa. And if you're new around here, we usually chat about rugby as well, says Sebastian. We also mentioned quite a bit of food. Good ball there. And now going his way forward there. And it is Grobolo who was able to drag him down. They've got men on the outside now. It is going to be that solid individual. He just shunts people off for fun. And he is still going. Wouldn't be surprised if they try and get him into the Union side, possibly. For Lucio Gonzalez, they've got the advantage here for Argentina again. And breaking the line wide, cut out pass, sits up nicely. And Alvarez takes it, puts it on the inside. Oh, great low tackle there. Had to be made by Krobala, and he was able to do so. Now Argentina once again, the draw and pass. It goes wide, and it's the try there for Argentina. And they score the opening try of the match. Rodrigo Escro able to score it as well. Sandwich as well. What food would you have at 12 a.m.? So this is Amish Spencer. Oh, that's a good question, but I will quickly update the scoreboard while I'm thinking about it. I feel like a 12 a.m. snack, like I know what you'd have for a drink. I feel like a hot chocolate or like a coffee, or not a coffee, but like some sort of hot beverage would be quite nice to have at that hour of the morning. But food, that is tough. That is tough, I should say. Try. So I say Sebastian. Yeah, Argentina starting this one well. Nicely done, breaking through. And they score the try for themselves. Very nicely done from Argentina. And now they are going to be nailing the drop kick. He does indeed, 7-0. And now they are sitting nicely. But the big thing here is they have to be able to last throughout this whole match, because we know how strong South Africa will be. All right, I'm annoying now. That stuff is, says Amish. I think it's just the brain power needed to answer the questions at this hour of the night. It hasn't quite worked out, but a setback up now for the try scorer, Edgecrow. Oh, it's a knock on there as they call there. So now it is going to be the scrum feed here for South Africa. So it is going to be tough for them to be able to get the win here. They are still the underdogs, or sorry, they are still the favourites, even though they are 7-0 down against Argentina. They are ranked number 1 compared to Argentina's number 8. But like I mentioned a couple of times, Tokyo 2020, that is the time where Argentina were able to get themselves a win over the strong Springboks outfit. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does go. I keep on calling them the Springboks, but I believe they are the Springbok Sevens. They are the Blitzboks. They are South Africa. They are, at the moment, number 1 in the world for the seeding, and they are a phenomenal side. Now it's going to be Selvin Davids, goes back across there. It's going to be the kick behind. It's charged down, though. Crucial charge down for them down. Once again, breaking through the tackle. He's found the offload as well. It was a little knock on, though. From it was Revol. That was a crucial charge down, because or else then Soyaswapi would have been on his way. Oh, looks like an injury. No, that is not what they want here. It is Luciano Gonzalez. Got a bit of an injury. But he's kicked that down, and it has ended up hitting the hand of the number 7 there for Velez. And he's done extremely well to be able to stop that one. 1 minute 20 left in this first half of this game. And we are at this stage 7-0 for Argentina, starting this one very nicely. But it's whether or not they can last for the next 8 minutes, 15 seconds up against a ruthless attack here from the Blitzbok. They put it in to the scrum, 40 metres out from their own line now. And it is going to be passed across the back line. It is going to be Selvin Davids now with the step. And he's going. He's quick as well. And now he's got Soyaswapi with him if he needs him. He's got, wow, that guy's got pace. That's a brilliant ball on the inside. Bit of a juggle, but South Africa do score it now. And it is going to be Finn Voigt, who was able to score it. Hello, it's Says Rugby logo. Lover, welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. That is the try now for South Africa. And they are now going to be sitting on the 7-all, perhaps, if they can get this kick over. But it was Van Voigt. He was brought in due to the injury, a massive injury of Duplessis. Selvin Davids, this man has just been absolutely incredible throughout the whole season. It was actually Lazazu who was almost able to chase him down. How are you doing, Kiwi lads, as well? Doing very well, mate. A little bit tired, I'll be honest, but not too bad at all. We have a look at their welcome in. And also try in the chat from Sebastian. Salvin Davis there fires it out the back line, and it was nicely juggled. Well, I guess that's the thing. Nicely juggled is a strange thing, but he was able to juggle it, but then he was able to retain it and was able to score it. So now the score 7-7 between these two sides. Well, we have got a game on our hands, that is for sure. That is going to be halftime as well. So now 7-7 going into the second half. Who is going to be able to get this one? Or actually, they have got the kickoff still. So we are going to get to see one more. It has gone high. Has been taken nicely there by Argentina. Do they try and attack here one more time, or do they decide to just put the ball into touch? It looks like that answers the question. Iskro driving his way forward. It's stolen, though, on the breakdown by South Africa. Now Davids passes it one more. It is going to be the draw and pass there from Davids once again. Now backing himself into with a good bit of speed. He's been absolutely whacked there. Soyuz Wapi wrestled down to the ground, and it's a penalty there to Argentina. And the question is, how long can both of these sides keep this frantic pace? Coffee and gum at midnight as well. Says Hamish Spencer there. What are they going to do? It looks like Lucio is going to be kicking this one for touch. Takes the tap, kicks it out, and they have decided that at halftime they will take 7-7 in this game. At the end of the day, they just need a better second half, and they will be going through to that final to face either the USA or Fiji. Whoever wins this game, it's going to be a challenge because at this stage, USA are in form, but Fiji are going to be one of those sides that they are very hard to beat in a final. That is for sure. And it's going to be interesting to see how it does go. But we've had 2 tries so far in this game. 1 try in the end for Finn Foyk, who scored it very recently. And then the other try was scored by Iskro, who was able to get it as well. Yeah, Hamish and Kiwi Lad Sebastian. Sorry about that. Dumbness with Big nothing against you guys as well. Says and asks us, no worries, mate. It seems to be that he has got a few people who do end up, I guess, not getting along with him too smoothly. But yeah, it is all right. But now at this stage, 7-7 between these two sides. Do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, who is scoring the first try of the second half. What's going to happen? Who is going to be able to get it? My prediction is it's going to be Soyuz Wapi, the captain. And I'm going to say, you know what? Santiago Alvarez for Argentina if he scores the first try. So either one of the captains, I am saying, is going to be the man who can score the first try of the second half. But 7 minutes to go. 7 points for Argentina. 7 points for South Africa. There are a lot of sevens. There's 7 players out there on the field for both of these sides. And Argentina will be happy about that because the last time that they did play South Africa, they were down to 5 men at one point. 4 men. Oh, sorry, not 4 men, 6 men for a lot of that match. But the big factor, they were able to get the win at the Tokyo 2020 games, and that is what they will be hoping to do. If they do win and make it through to the final, that is a massive upset because South Africa, everyone wanted to see them take on the Fijians. Imagine I've just had a thought. It's going to be interesting. Argentina versus USA final of the sevens. Imagine the scenes there. Fiji and South Africa missing out. Could it happen? We'll have to wait and see. We've got the answer. All right, mate. Just keep the comments relevant, please. We're a bit tired as well. Says Sebastian. Yeah, the amount of sevens that have been on, feeling like, or not feeling, I was going to say closing my eyes feels so nice at the moment. I've actually only had 2 hours sleep in the past kind of 30-something hours, which isn't the best idea. George came around this morning and we ended up playing a little bit. And also, we've got I'm not getting into an argument over it as well. Says a narcissist there, but now it's going to be Van Wyk, who will be out on the field once again here for South Africa, being brought in for the injury of Muller Duplessis, that is. He's been doing decently so far. Argentina, it's an even playing field, 7 minutes left. Who will go through to the Dubai Sevens first tournament? And, well, it is going to be the final. And a very short moment taken nicely by Sullivan Davids there, lifted by Davids as well. Is it going to be considered a tackle? It is. He has to release him. He hasn't released him there. And he is not happy. He felt that he had kept him off the ground there. Thanks for the commentary, Hamish. Hit that like button, guys, as well in the chat from Russell. Thank you very much, mate, for tuning in. And hopefully you are enjoying it, hey, mate, as well. And the chat now is going to be going back across the field. Salvin Davis now going to be taking this one nicely. Almost able to break the line. Not able to find the offload. Now he does give it away to Funsell. And he is kicking it downfield. It's going to be now. Oh, he's got a lot of pace here. Pretorius in the foot race. Oh, it's gone through the hands, but it's going to be going back for the penalty. And I believe it was just a little push there from Pretorius, they have said. So Argentina get themselves the penalty and also the ball in the 10. And also we have got there, I did not understand my banter as well, says a narcissist, but now it is going to be Argentina. Looks like they might be considering kicking this one for touch. They are just out from their own line here. And also we have got there go Springboks from a rugby lover there. And yeah, this stage is a very close game. 6 minutes left. It looks like maybe Rivaldi's starting to feel a little bit of that fatigue factor. Like I mentioned, it's in Dubai. and it's just very hot conditions. We're not going to talk about mate. I think rugby please as well. Sets up Ashton there, but now 7-all between these two sides. Still number one in the world, South Africa, for the seeding at the moment coming into this one, and then Argentina sitting 8th. And you're streaming the Barbarians versus Samoa. I am definitely going to be doing that game. I was originally hoping that I could do not just the Fiji game, for the final of the Sevens, but also the Barbarians, but they do overlap, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to be doing the Barbarians versus Samoa. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to that one. I will be keeping you updated on the 7 score as well during that match, though, so that you know exactly who is winning, because the women's final is actually happening at 3:00. It is 3:56 is when that one has taken place. I've got a little bit of paper that is well and truly worn from all of the writing that I have done on it. But then the final is at 4:26, so that is in the second half of the Barbarians versus Samoa. The scrum going in there, and at the moment it is on the side of the Springboks. It's a good hook there from Argentina, though, almost able to steal it, playing the man off the ball, and now Pretorius tries to take the quick tap, and he has done so. And now the Springboks, they're sitting in a good position. Wide cut out pass, and it is the captain there who has been able to score it. And it is going to be the try there for Sawyers Wapi. I can't say his name to save myself, and also we will go like this. And we will go like this as well. So now it is going to be sitting South Africa. That is a good try to get, because it is going to make it a relatively easy penalty kick, or a conversion, I should say, for it as well. But now it is going to be the nice cutout pass from Brown that leads straight into the hands of Sawyers Wapi. So I was right that he was going to score the first try for the Springboks, but now I need Alvarez to score the first try of the second half for Argentina. And then we will be 2 from 2, which would be very impressive indeed. But he is happy with that one. The Springboks Sevens captain into this one, Sawyers Wapi, maybe securing his team a spot in the final. It's a good kick, is it? No, it's just going to wait to the side. So it's going to remain at 12 points here for South Africa and 7 for Argentina. So there's still enough room for a possible upset here, mate. I'm going to hide you from the channel. If you really are, please don't, as well as Sebastian there as well. That's going to be kicked off there by Sullivan Davids. Now, all-time try scorer, Sanantla up there, and now Sawyers Wapi sitting on 1-1-1. For the amount of tries that he has been able to get, that one's gone backwards, and now South Africa once again going to have this attacking move. It's a bounce pass to the hands of Brown, trying to step around, but he has been taken nicely. Sullivan Davids, now he's got the man on the outside if he decides to use him, and now Sawyers Wapi, he's lightning quick. He's been dragged down, though. Sullivan Davids takes a good hit on him by the Argentines. Is it a penalty? It's a 1 for Argentina. And they're going to be taking the quick tap, keeping the pace frantic at the moment, and that was a try-saving tackle in the end. Now it's the draw and pass out onto the wing. They have got the man, and it's going now out into the hands of the try scorer for them in that first half. It's going to be passed back. Still available here for Argentina. Very close to the touchline, but he's done extremely well to keep it in the field of play. Some silky skills there. Nice step. And it is going to be going back for the penalty for offside as well by the looks of it. 3 minutes left in this game. Argentina down by 5, and they need themselves a try, and they need it soon. 40 meters out from their own line now. And in the end, it was just Sullivan Davids. It was actually the other Davids, Zian Davids, who wasn't quite able to get through there. But it is going to be important for him to be able to get this one as a good kick. Go Fiji as well, says Rugby Lover there, and they're going to be playing in the next game up against USA, which should be a very exciting one. Although USA finding some form recently. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does go. They are showing there his name is Del Mestre. He might be an important player for them in the last 2.5 minutes of this fixture between Argentina and South Africa. I'm excited to see who goes through to the final. The final taking place at 4:27 a.m. Like I mentioned, we are going to be doing our Manu Samoa versus Barbarians live stream. But it is going to be that we will be updating you guys on all of the matches of the Sevens as they are happening around the world as well, which is pretty awesome. Although not around the world, because they are just in Dubai, and they are on the World Rugby YouTube channel for you guys who do want to check them out. That is not going to be taken cleanly. It went backwards, so was the call there from the referee. And it's now going to be available for Argentina once again, now trying to use their backline nicely. It's a shut down. It's going to be Gonzalez, drops the head. High tackle. And it is going to be once again another quick tap taken by Argentina. They've got men out to the left-hand side. It's a 3-on-2. Can they get it going out the backline now? It's going to be very close to the touch on Azuzu. Just able to keep in there, and it is going to be the penalty there to South Africa now. 1 minute 30 left. Great defense there, but Lazazu not able to find a gap down the wing. And South Africa's defense was just keeping it well going across. That was almost a sentence, but they had very good cover defense is what I was trying to say in my own roundabout way. Going to be kicked downfield there. And they have been able to find the touchline. So now it is going to be a line out. 1 minute 10 left in this game now. But it was Lazozu was able to run down the wing and then just straight on the ball, the Springboks side. And at this stage, 12 points to 7 in this game between Argentina and South Africa. It is a close one, that is for sure. But Dupree now with an important line-out throw. This one needs to be straight. They haven't thrown it yet. Now they have gone to the front there. 50 seconds left now. And in this game, Sawyer's Wappy, he'd love to pick himself up another one. Selvin Davies, it looks like they're trying to be a little bit maybe conservative, but now it's starting to open up for them. And now Pretorius, he's got the man with him on the outside. He steps nicely. That's going to be the game, surely, for the Springboks, and they are going to be making it through to the final, ladies and gentlemen. Scores the try, and the Springboks 7 side are going to be moving their way through to the final. Will they face the USA or will they face Fiji? That is a massive question, and we're going to find it out in a very short moment, because the next game, it was actually supposed to be kicking off at 11:40, but we're a little bit behind. But pretty much as soon as this game is over, we will be transferring straight over to our next live stream, where we will be going well and truly. But now at this stage, the Springboks 7 side able to move themselves up onto a total of 17 points now. And there is just a little bit more time left. That is the full-time siren I can hear as well. And also we have got there in the chat from Christian as well. And if that is where you can find the game, it is actually all. That's not going to be strike of the ball, but that is going to be the end of this game. So we will be transferring straight over to our next one. So thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all in a very short moment. Was that the final play? Oh no, we've still got a kickoff coming. So I better not end it just yet. But it is going to be the Springboks kicking this one off. They're looking for the touchline perhaps. Not quite able to find it in Argentina. Look like they're still going to keep on going. Oh, wrestled down by the collar there by them. And it is going to be the penalty to Argentina. Do they cut down the deficit? Thanks for the commentary. Amish as well, says Russian and South Africa Christian as well. Says Sebastian there. Is that for maybe who is going to win? Perhaps, but now it is going to be going forward once again here for Argentina. They have not given up. They want one more try in this competition. Can they do it? And Sebastian, how did Great Britain go as well? That's going to be a good step forward. And Great Britain, they did get knocked out by the USA, which is why it is going to be USA versus Fiji now. And that other semi-final now, once again, it is going to be Argentina with the attacking play here, trying to go through the gap, but dragged down nicely. So only the 10 points difference between these two sides. Good bit of a step there, and it's going to be the advantage here for Argentina as well. Dragged down a little bit too high. It's another advantage. They've kicked it in mind. It's going into touch, but it's going back for the penalty. This game's not over yet as well. And g'day, as I says, Jay, welcome into the live stream, mate. We are about to transfer over to our Fiji versus, it will be the USA, but first, this game is still going. We are 1 minute 20 past the full-time whistle, or past the full-time score, I guess I should say. But we are going to have to wait and see how it does go. And we have got the SC mate as well. And in the chat from Sebastian. Now they have taken that one quickly there. Argentina with a quick tap, trying to get themselves one more try. It's a nice bit of draw and pass. Good contact there, though. Oh, that was an awkward tackle on the Argentine. Now firing it out their back line once again. Now it's looking draw and pass. Wide cutout pass there. And it's going to be going forward. That's the end of the game. And now it is going to be 10 points in favour of South Africa. They are moving through to the final. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out our Fiji one that we are starting right now. And I will see you all